Viewer discretion is advised for this love-themed podcast. The content may contain discussions and sensitive topics related to relationships, dating, and love. Some content may not be suitable for all listeners, especially those uncomfortable with open and vulnerable conversations. We encourage our listeners to practice self-care and to reach out to a trusted friend or professional if they need support. You have no friends, you have me. Welcome to the Lost Lover Boy Podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Lost Lover Boy Podcast. I am your host, as always, Demetri, Wiley. I know you've missed me. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I needed this little break to get the space together. You see, we got big things going on. Do you like the vibe? It should be giving like Club Shay Shay up in here. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I really wanted to give. I really wanted to give warm, comfortable, you understand, very inviting. And I feel like, now it's time for that upgrade and I had to take a minute. But that means we're going to have more guests. Everybody been asking for a private episode with just me and my mother so we can discuss some things. Coming soon. Everybody wanted Maciano. Coming soon. Everybody wanted, hey, listen, you going to get what you want. I promise you. You going to get what you want. What else is new? We got this Lovers House Discord. If you're not currently a member, I recommend go signing up. Why? Because there's space for everybody. It's community for everybody. It's conversations about love, music, mental health, healing, prayer, growth, entrepreneurship, everything you can think of. There's space for every single person. You understand what I'm saying? There's tiers to it. There's the dreamers, they get access to a few channels. There's the lovers, they get access to all the channels. Plus a Monday movie night. Plus Thursday family functions where we sit and have same conversations we used to have on Clubhouse, but this time with video message. You understand what I'm saying? So tighten them bonnets up and let's get it cracking. What else can I tell you? There's a soulmates tier where it's very intimate, very personal, monthly calls between me and them, where I check on them individually, one by one, not all together, not a group. I will call you one at a time. Free VIP tickets to any event I have, a general admission ticket to any tonight's conversation event that I'm a part of, free merchandise. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. And this podcast episode was actually spawned from the podcast topics channel on Discord. Everybody asking how I work, you just listen. You go on there, don't sit in the waiting room. I need you to go subscribe so you can be part of the beautiful conversation. Now, I was told I haven't done a Q&A in a very long time. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you that work. You understand what I'm saying? Give you that work. And we gonna jump right in. Like, I ain't even gonna waste no time. I know y'all miss me. Let's get into the conversation. Let's make it roll. What is the greatest compliment you've ever received? I think number one is probably I'm a great dad. I think I pride myself in being a good person. So to be a good dad is like something. I was recently having a conversation earlier today with a very special young woman who DM'd me on Discord. And she was telling me how she views me as a father and she loves that I love my son the way I do. She was actually listening to Letter for My Best Friend for More for Less Volume 2. And she told me of how much the love I have for him reminded her of the love her mother has for her. Girl, you almost made me cry. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody should know I love my baby to the highest degree. And for people to salute me for something I was going to do anyway. I was going to be a great dad, whether the world's seen it or not. I'm grateful. It's an honor. What else? I think the second is probably very superficial. But when people say I'm 90s fine, hey, if you think so, type shit. If you think so, you know what I'm saying? I think the reason being is because I don't think it's just the physical, right? Anybody can put on a nose ring and you know what I'm saying? But I think it's an aura that you just grow to exude, like a presence that consumes the room. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting more on it than they mean it. But God damn it, I feel it. You understand what I'm saying? I feel it. Hey, wonder if you ever even notice me. You gotta feel me. You know I'm singing. Come on now, stop playing with me. But I think that would be the greatest compliment I've ever received. Next question. Let's see here. How do you know to show a guy how much you're into them? I show too much too soon, I think. How do you know when to show a guy how much you're into them? The first date? The way you approach? Like, my thing about it is I'm keeping the same energy from the moment you meet me, right? So if I'm shooting my shot at you, I'm letting you know off top, I'm interested in getting to know you. I'm letting you know off top, I think you're beautiful. I'm showing my interest right there in that moment. See, the thing about it is the world feels we have to play hard to get. You don't. You ain't got to play hard to get. Baby, if you want me and I want you and it aligns, let it align. Let's not play this little. The thing about it is you may feel like you give too much because you're giving it to the wrong man. And that's okay. Redirection. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? It's just redirection. That means you need to be doing it somewhere else. There's a man out here who's going to appreciate it the moment you let him know how much you into you, because he's going to show you the exact same thing. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that helped. Next question. You often speak about selflessness. Do you ever have selfish days? I wouldn't really say selfish days. I would say selfish moments. And the reason I say that specifically is because in order to protect self, you need to be selfish. There's moments, it can be as simple as telling Logan, go in his room, I just need a minute to breathe. You know, I go in there and take a shower to myself and just have a moment to myself while on daddy duty. You get what I'm saying? Selfish is not always a grand act. Just like anything else, it's bottom and it's top. It's not always the end all be all of you did something so despicable. No, it can be the little things. And the thing about it is boundaries. So selfish falls in the line of security. You get what I'm saying? It only gets bad when you're so selfish that it puts other people at a disadvantage, or you're so selfish it puts other people in harm's way. That there I don't really have that. You understand what I'm saying? I have selfish moments where I attempt to protect my peace. I'm very selfish of who I allow into my space. I'm very selfish in who I give myself to. And I know that sounds pretty crazy because I'm an online personality, but there's things about me that only my wife will see. There's things about me that only my wife is ever gonna know. And people always ask me, do you feel like you give too much? I give exactly what I need to. You understand what I'm saying? I know exactly who I am, and I'm selfish with the parts of myself I don't want to give away. The ones I feel like I have to protect. So, I think everybody should have a little selfish in them from time to time. Next question. What's the craziest interaction you've had so far with a supporter? I don't like when people show up at my house. That's happened more than once, actually. There was a situation a long, long time ago where someone took the train and they came to Chicago and showed up to every home I've ever lived in. That is not okay. That is a breach of not only privacy, but boundaries, security, all of that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that's something anybody should do. I understand that, it may be placed on your heart to act fast and go get your man. But baby, listen, if it's supposed to be your man, it will be your man. You don't have to show up at his doorstep to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? But I think that was probably the craziest. People show up at my baby's school and XYZ. And, it can get a little overwhelming at times, but I'm working on managing and coping with that. In times of challenges, trials, and heartbreak, what is your anchor? What is your anchor? See, let me give an advice if I can. A lot of times, I'm glad you said what. I'm so glad you said what. Because a lot of times people believe family, children, friends, they can be your anchor. No. Let me tell you why not. Let me tell you why I believe that's a bad idea. Because people often disappoint. Not everyone is always going to show up as themselves in every given moment. And it's going to be in the moment you need an anchor that they're not there for you, right? And that causes this chaos in your mind and you start to spiral out because you can't get grounded. You can't get regrounded. I can sit here easily and say, Logan is my anchor. I can easily sit here and say, Logan is who I turn to when I can't do that. Because he's not. Logan has to be an anchor for himself. I have to be an anchor for myself. You have to be an anchor for yourself. And don't get me wrong, children haven't really developed that yet. So of course, at the moment, I'm Logan's anchor. I'm Logan's security. I'm Logan's everything. You get what I'm saying? But I'll teach my son one day you have to protect self. You have to make sure you're grounded enough to be your own anchor. The thing about me, my moments of weakness, trial, heartbreak, I fall into it. I choose to fall into it. You get what I'm saying? I understand what the bottom of the barrel is. I understand what it's like to be at my lowest. So for me, I tend to lean into those emotions so I can face them. So I never have to really feel that again. So I never really have to, I ain't gonna say feel it again. I'm gonna say, so I never have to feel that and not understand how to maneuver. You get what I'm saying? I'm never going to feel that and not have my feet placed firmly on the ground. So I'm in control of what happens while I'm going through those emotions. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense to you. Let's see, next question. What song reminds you of Mrs. Wiley the most? Ah, man, I'm so glad you said it reminds you of. The reason being is because even though I haven't met her yet, I'm already so familiar with her. She already feels so comfortable. And I think that's because I know what love I desire to give her. So anytime I tap into that desired emotion of love, I know she lives there currently. Does that make sense? Oh, did I just cook? Does that make sense? I know it does. Well, it makes sense to me. The idea of it is any love song that channels, and I can name you a few, but Dangerously in Love. Come on now. Come on now. You are my connection to the sun. With you, there's no darkness I can't overcome. Miss Wiley, listen, songs like that easily tap me into an emotional space to where I feel like she lives. It's like when you attempt to dream, right? You hope to be in your most creative space, so your dreams are like wide open. That's how I am with love. I choose to live in this love so I can connect with her time and time again. Let me cook type shit. But there's a bunch of them. Anita Baker Angel, India Ari Truth. It's a ton. I can go on for days about this. Hey, just check out the Feels Like a Head Rub playlist or Love Song or 20. That's a playlist of mine as well. Music Minds on Discord. I'm going to be dropping a bunch of new songs I'm adding to the playlist. I'm going to drop the playlist link in there. If you already don't have it, you'll have it very soon, I promise. Next question. What are top 3 things that turn you off and top 3 things that turn you on? What turns me off? I despise bad people. I despise people who don't have good hearts, like people with ill intentions for others. Like, I know for sure Miss Wiley will never be mean to a waitress because she understands what it's like to be in that position. I don't like people who look at others as inferior to them, so they like mistreat them or degrade them or XYZ. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. Big turn off. What else do I not like? I don't like liars, but I think that's most people, so I'm gonna exclude that one out. I don't like people who feel like they know me. And let me clarify. I don't like people who feel like they know me enough to tell me what I should be doing. Like, don't tell me how to fix my own life. Like, you can suggest it to me and I'm okay with that. But when you say you ain't getting the results because you didn't do this, I don't like talking to you. I don't want to hear that. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't sit up and say, let me get this off my chest. You need to. No, I don't. You will never see me do that. I speak subjectively because people are different. Emotions are different. You understand what I'm saying? For me, what works for me may not work for you, but all I can do is give you my perspective and hope you can apply it to some point in your life. I don't like people who think they got the answer to everybody's situation, because you don't. What else don't I like? I don't like arrogant people. Like, I've become across a lot of social media influencers in the time of me doing what I'm doing. And the amount of arrogance that these people exude because they feel like they have a fan base or people who listen to them or XYZ, I don't fuck with that. And I'm not going to sit and say I'm humble because I hate the word humble. I'm human. And I view myself humanistically, right? I view myself in the same light everybody else view themselves. I just feel like God put a light on me that, you know what I'm saying, other people can see. That's it. I'm anointed by God, but that doesn't make me better than the next person. Absolute turnoff. And when I'm speaking on turnoffs, I mean in men as well, like friendships and all of that shit. I don't fuck with it. What turns me on? I love a peaceful woman. Ah man, when she look like she's just mastered this thing for herself. And I ain't talking about the ones that fake it. I'm talking about the ones who actually sit and do the work, who've worked to find this level of peace and understands no one is going to throw it off. Like when a woman is firm to tell you what her boundaries is. Yeah, no, that's not for me. Ooh, that's so sexy. Mm. Ooh, that ain't for you. Don't, hey, tell me again. I'm gonna ask again so you can tell me again. That's not for you. Mimi, lay down. Lay down. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. But what else turns me on? I've grown a surprisingly, and I'm gonna speak in a physical aspect for a second, but I've grown surprisingly attracted to women in just like regular clothing, but like bare feet. Bare, I don't know why. I just think pretty feet and pretty hands are just like, and maybe it speaks volumes to that soft life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's part of the reason. You know what I'm saying? But lay them soft motherfuckers on me. Why don't you? You understand what I'm saying? Lay them on me. You feel me? But what else turns me on? I'll give you one more. I love a good mother. Oh my God. To see a good mother, oh baby, give me one. No, but I'm kidding. Is love an action or choice? What would you consider love to be? Me personally, I don't think love is an action or a choice. I think love is a lifestyle. Love is you living in the image of God. I think that's love for me. That's who I aim to be. I exude love because it's part of my character. Now, choosing someone to love is a choice, right? You can choose who you singularly elevated for, but I have a love for humanity that's old, young, animals, flowers, you know what I'm saying, the world. Like I throw something out the window, Logan be like, Daddy, you're hurting the planet. That's love. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that's a choice or an action. I think love can be shown in choices and actions, but great question. Um, let's see here. What is something people often misunderstand about you most? Um, I think people believe I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I said this on Discord recently. The reason I say I'm a trying man, because at my highest and at my lowest, it always reigns as a true statement. It will never not be true. At my highest, all I can do is try, and at my lowest, all I can do is try. The amount of effort I may have to put into a certain situation may vary. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm trying. And I think people often believe I'm perfect. I'm not perfect, baby. I might not even work for you. I can wholeheartedly understand how to love, but that may not work for you. That may not be the love you need to receive. You understand what I'm saying? I don't sit and ever say I'm perfect or I know better or I'm the best man for you or X, Y, Z or none of that shit. I'm just a trying man. You know, and I hate that people get that wrong sometimes because in this generation, they think it's impossible for you to make a mistake. Like if you make a mistake, oh, you're slain. Like Dave Chappelle said it best on his Saturday Night Live monologue. He said, nowadays is one of the hardest times ever to be a celebrity because you're judged to the level of perfection. And baby, I'm not God. I try to live in his image, but I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna come as close as I can every given time. How do you know you've truly healed from something or versus suppressing it? Great question. I think the thing about suppressing something, it can always re-rise to the surface. So in my opinion, during my healing journey, what I did is, again, I attempted to tap into those emotions. I tapped into those things that's once triggered me so I can see how far the emotions could resurface or what emotions would resurface. I think part of healing is just like the physical. You'll see scars, but you won't see blood. You'll see scars, but you can't be infected there anymore. You're healing. You get what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, once you've healed from a certain something, You can look in the eyes of those people who hurt you, have those difficult conversations and say, it's okay. I understand. One of my favorite saying in the world is, I understand. And that's because truly I do understand and I don't fault you for it. I get why you did it. You had to fuck me over for yourself, right? And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But you did it for you. And I wholeheartedly understand. You understand what I'm saying? So the fact that you had to do that for you, I get it. But I think the difference lives in suppressing it and actually getting over it is tapping into those triggers to see. What's a romantic gesture that men secretly wish women would do more often? I think in my opinion, in my past relationships, one of the biggest things you can ever do for me is just ask me, am I okay? I never really had that. I never really had someone who put their hand on my shoulder and say, baby, are you okay? Even when I was getting my head rubbed, it was never questioned. It was never in question. I think the thing about it is people expect men to be so physically dominant, so hard all the time that they relinquish the idea of us being soft. But baby, if I can't be soft with you, where can I lay my armor down? You get what I'm saying? How can I be my best self? And that same trait, when a woman gets a soft man or a man who's emotionally in tune with himself and can say, I'm not all right, they begin to view that man as, or view that as a trait they don't want. But the moment they get back out here in these streets and they realize all these men are emotionally closed off, then they long back for that man who once opened up to them. Don't be that woman. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be that woman. I highly unrecommend it. But for me, one of the most monumental things that I can receive from Miss Wiley is just checking on me, baby. Just check on me. Check on your man. Understand, just like you too, he fluctuates. You get what I'm saying? His emotions fluctuate. What is a project or creative idea you've been wanting to bring to life? This here is a letter to my best friend to let you know I see you getting big. Now, I want so bad. This is a desire of mine. It may be a birthday wish of mine, or it's something I ask God about to line it up for me if he can. I want to shoot a video for that song, but I want it to be completely Disney animated. It ain't have to be from Disney, but I want the image. I want to be able to tell that story in a cartoon form. And through that exact cartoon form, I want to bring his grandfather back to life, his grandmother back to life. I want to create something that stands the test of time, that showed my love for my son. So when he's 32 years old, all he do is got to click play on this cartoon. You get what I'm saying? And when I made that song, I was not okay. You know what I'm saying? I was not, and the amount of money it takes to do, digital effects, and it's expensive. But I really, really, really want to do that for myself. And I think I may have to sometime soon. But great question, great question. What's a dream that you've had since childhood? I've always wanted to hoop in the Celebrity All-Star game. I've always wanted to put my grandmother on a jet. I've always wanted to buy my childhood home. I've always wanted to retire my parents. I've always wanted a daughter. It's so many things, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I think to this point in my life, I've never asked God or manifested anything that hasn't come true. So we'll wait and see. Great question though. What do you think someone raised off love can be? Do you think someone raised off love can be with someone who was raised off survival? Yes, absolutely. And I hate to compare it or put it in an animal sense, but you ever seen those animal rescue videos where the dog was completely covered in oil, or the animal was like mistreated or beaten or beat or completely shunned out or not fed or XYZ? It's the same thing. And I hate to put it in an animal sense, but imagine you're being gifted or awarded or rewarded. I'm going to say awarded from God. Someone who has now understood what it takes to show love. And now you can receive that, right? It's life-changing. And in my opinion, I think that's actually almost, I hate to put it like this, but I think that love holds more power to me. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's how it has to work, but that love has such a weight, like it's creating a bond from that negative space. It's almost like trauma bonding in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely do think it could work. So whoever that nigga you thinking about, give him a shot. Tier benefit, soulmate. Do we get a ticket to tonight's conversation for this season and VIP for your event? If so, how does it work? Yes. If you sign up for the Soulmates tier on the Discord, you receive a general admission tickets to tonight's conversation. It has to be one that I am attending. That's one. And you get a VIP ticket to any event that I'm throwing. How does it work? There'll be an email going out where it'll detail everything. It'll detail the schedule for the conversations. It'll detail all of the events or tonight's conversation events that I will be at. And we have a conversation through email and we lock them in. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you join up for the Discord today if you have not. Link in my bio. What's the craziest? Oh, I got that one already. What's something you struggle to accept about yourself? I struggle really bad from imposter syndrome. Like really, really bad. Like a lot of what I've done, a lot of what I'm doing still shocks me. Like blows my mind. And even though when I was a child, I envisioned being so big or monumental for my family, I envisioned creating a last name that would stand the test of time. And I feel like now that I'm doing something even slightly closer to it, it still blows my mind. Like I didn't think Discord was gonna work. I didn't think people supported me or loved me enough to want to connect with me in that way. I didn't think you guys would be so passionate about this podcast. You guys would be so passionate about the words I put out there. You guys would love me or love my son or love my family the way you guys do. It's absolutely imposter syndrome. So when I start thinking about these events, I always go small. I'd be like, man, we need 25 people. And then look up and we sold out an event with 250 in minutes. You get what I'm saying? And I think Justice speaks more life into me than I give him credit for. Make sure y'all follow Justice on Instagram at I am Justice Hunt. I'm trying to get my boy follows up. Follow that man. And yeah, he speaks a life into me that he tells me I'm deserving. He tells me that I of what I'm doing. He reminds me of what I'm doing, but that's something, yeah, I kind of, struggle with. What do you look forward to marriage? What do you look forward to the most in marriage? A partner. I look forward to somebody I can roll over every day and every night and say, good morning, beautiful. And I can go to sleep saying, good night, baby. Hope you sleep well. Mwah, love you. I want someone who can help me learn more about myself, learn more about the world, learn more about God, learn more about being a parent. I want someone who's there for growth between the both of us. I imagine having Bible studies with just me and my wife. See, the thing about it is everybody like, go to church, go to church, go to church, go to church. I think I'll have a greater understanding of it when me and my wife sitting and we're dissecting on what it means to us. When we sitting there holding each other hand and we hand in hand praying about it. I think that'll have more of an impact on my life than, no offense to anybody who does go to church, but I've tried it. I'm still working at it. I'm still reading my Bible. It's right there. You understand what I'm saying? Keep that thing on me. Keep that thing. But yeah, that's probably what I look forward to in most. Does your perspective change on women if you're intimate on the first night? No. Baby, we grown. And this is the thing. You're grown. You want to jump my bones? Jump them. No, but hold on. In all actuality, no. The answer is no. I think I might sleep with my wife on the first night. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. But you're grown. I don't judge you off, you know what I'm saying, what you chose to do. If you felt that connection, if you felt that intimacy, boom. And I don't know if you heard, but they say I'm a little 90s fine. You know what I'm saying? So it might be hard not to jump the bones. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little, hey, chill. It might be a little hard though, but I'ma chill, you know what I'm saying? But no, there's no judgment on my end. And I hope y'all ain't judging people for the same thing. If you're in a relationship, how would you feel if your girl proposes to you? I would feel cheated. I would feel like that's something I wanted to do. Like, why would you do that, baby? You're depriving me of an opportunity for me to show you how much I love you. I would feel cheated. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't say no if I want to get married, but I'm gonna feel like now I owe her a little get back. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel like now I owe her something. Now I gotta show you something because you had me fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? Good question though. Let's see here. What do you think the world needs a little more of? I think the world needs a little more um, empathy. I think the world lacks empathy to a major degree. I think everybody only judges the world off the scenario or the eyes they see. I think we need to put ourselves in other people's situations to say, I owe them no judgment. To say, I am not better than them. I cannot cast that stone. Like, I think the world lacks empathy in a major way. How will you support your wife during pregnancy and postpartum? In every way. In every way. You understand? I carry my wife to the bathroom if she need me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for popping up and getting those late night snacks and you know what I'm saying? Fighting those cravings and I'm all for that. I'm gonna do whatever my baby need me to do. That's during pregnancy, after pregnancy, all of it. In all actuality, I'm gonna love her the exact same way I loved her before. It ain't gonna be too much that changed. It ain't gonna be too much that changed because she already gonna get it correctly. You feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Hey, every way possible. Because I understand postpartum, right? The idea of postpartum is you losing yourself. Your body is changing to produce something for us, right? Maybe I gotta help you get that get back. Whether you want to get in the gym, whether I gotta turn into a chef that cook you some healthy meals, baby, whatever you need. If you want a surgery, hey, listen, baby, I got you. If that's what you need from me to feel better, baby, I got you. That's just me. As a man, are you willing to teach a woman sexually if she's a virgin? As a man, am I willing to teach a woman sexually? First off, I'm gonna have to teach any woman. I'm gonna have to teach an experienced woman how to, baby, I'm not who you knew. I'm not your past. You can't rub me how you rub them. Huh? You understand what I'm saying? Like, hot two on that mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not going, I'm gonna have to teach any woman I come across. Mrs. Wiley, baby, you gonna teach me and I'm gonna teach you. You understand what I'm saying? I think the answer to that question is super simple. Everybody gets this lesson. You understand what I'm saying? Whoever's for me is gonna get this lesson. If you had a chance to go back and change anything in your life, what would you change? Honestly, nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. And the reason being is because it led me right here to have the mindset and the heart and the outlook and the ambition and the fortitude and the passion, all of that. It led me all to this point right now. And it's going to lead me right into my wife's arms. It's going to lead me right into celebrations with my family because we did something not a lot of people are honored to do, allowed to do. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't honestly change nothing at all. Um, I peed on myself one time in kindergarten. I'd probably take a couple of those back. But hey, you know what I'm saying? It's part of my story. Why are you single if you sound like a perfect gentleman? Um, I think I'm single because I can't date myself. And I don't mean to like, be smart about it, but like it's a two-player sport. Love is a you gotta find the perfect has to meet, you know what I'm saying, what's perfect for it. It's not like just because I know I can get it right, I can get it right with anybody. You know what I'm saying? There's a specific woman that I'm going to get it right with. There's a specific woman that is going to work with. I just can't put anybody in that and think it's gonna fit. I've dated. You know what I'm saying? But just because I've dated doesn't mean I'm supposed to teach them how to love anybody. Just because I know how to love, I'm not gonna teach baby step you into loving somebody. If it's not in you, baby, it's not in you. I'm not gonna put it in you. And I think the thing about it is, yeah, a lot of people believe just because I'm single and I know how to love is just gonna start. Like, no, that's not how this works at all. Are you afraid that if you're in a relationship that you would lose fans? Not at all. I'm not. If you support me now, I appreciate you. You get what I'm saying? From the bottom of my heart, I do. But if you leave because I went and found exactly what I've been manifesting this entire time, you were never here for the right reason anyway. You get what I'm saying? So what we be saying at the end of them episodes, peace out. You understand what I'm saying? Peace out. You know, get your ass up out of here now. Oh yeah, the exit stage left. What is your apology language? Ooh, that's a good question. What's my apology language? I am a learn and apply type of person. If I've done this, I will never do it again. I will never do it again. It's kind of crazy because I'm such a beg you to know I'm sorry type of person. Baby, I ain't mean it. Like hurting my person's feelings hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So like I really, truly, wholeheartedly like learn from what I've done and attempt to never ever do it again. I think that's really my language. That's how you know I meant what I said. But I can think of a million other questions. I get a lot. How tall am I? I'm 5'11". With shoes on, I'm probably like 6 foot. Boots probably like 6'1". How old am I? I'm 28. Perfect trip for me, a date to me would be to Disney World or a ski resort or something like that. How old would I marry? I just want a child. So if you could give me a child, baby, ain't no cat. 93. You understand what I'm saying? Put that on it. I read a lot. I learn a lot. My love language is when Chris Brown said in that song, "Who did you teach what I taught you? You better not give him my nickname." Hey, that's real. Fuck is you talking about? Because one of my love languages that I exude the most, baby, did you know? Baby, fun fact. Baby, did you ever paid attention to, I love teaching my person because as their knowledge expands, so does the knowledge our relationship possesses. And then she can go out there and give that to the world. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. What else can I tell you? Podcast coming every week again because we got this new look. I can't wait till y'all see it all in its entirety. I also want to have my boy Brooks Media on. I don't know if y'all seen the music video for Be Mine, but my brother who shot that video, we're trying to do one video every 2 months. Hey, I'm trying to stick to it. Next video coming out. I think it's time I finally try to find myself. I've been running from love, just trying to hide from all this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the outro to the podcast, we're working on that very soon. I'm super excited for everything to come. And yeah, what can I tell you? Houston, Dallas, I will be in Texas the 28th and the 29th for tonight's conversation. If you can make it out, make it out. Soulmates, if you want to use that one as the show you attend, feel free. I'm gonna send an email. We're gonna talk. We're gonna chop it up because we locked in. You understand what I'm saying? A schedule for the monthly wellness call is gonna be out. So make sure you lock in a spot, a time. You know what I'm saying? So we can make this happen. But what do I be saying at the end of these podcasts? Whoa. I know it's been a minute, but it ain't been that long. Grandma, I love you. I love you to death. I will see you soon. Your baby is doing some things, and it's all because of you. It's all because of that oomph you put in them. I love the world because I love you. You taught me that. What else can I tell you? Shit, I ain't got nothing. Peace out. I think it's time I finally try to find myself. I've been running from love, just trying to hide from all this pain I felt. Look, trying not to be the joke in the deck of whatever cards get dealt. They say a star still gotta let them align themselves.